For nearly 25 years, Corrections Corporation of America has had a strong reputation as a valuable community neighbor and corporate citizen in every one of the more than 60 communities where we operate.
The taxes in excess of $1 million a year, that's a major impact.
Tax receipts that are generated as a result of the operation of the facility.
$21 million in payroll.
And CCA came in here and they've invested about $60 million.
Probably $1 million expense that the people in Whiteville did not have to bear.
440 new jobs.
Hiring of over 300 staff.
Our assessed valuation before the prison was about $13 million a year. The assessed valuation today is in excess of $30 million.
It's helped the tax base, it's stabilized the economy.
Local employees returning those dollars to local businesses.
Being able to have both of these facilities included in our city limits and in our population count, it amounts to approximately $400,000 a year in additional revenue.
Initially, we met with some opposition out of local residents, and rightfully so. To have a prison in your backyard is always kind of a scary thought.
My back door is 2 miles from these facilities. I lay down every night. I don't worry about it.
I used to live probably a half a mile on a straight line from the back doors of CCA for about 7 years. I didn't even know that I had a jail or a prison down the street from me.
People are going to initially not know how to take it, but they need to understand what the benefits are. There's a lot of benefits to having a prison facility in your backyard. Number one, you get better security from your police force, from your general public, because people's awareness becomes heightened. It's like having a whole lot of law enforcement confined in a small area.
Well, there's 300 law enforcement people that work for CCA. There's another 300 that work at the state facility. So a county our size, we've got, plus our own police force, we've got 650 law enforcement people to help us take care of a problem, and we're not concerned.
When the facilities came in here, there were a lot of people did not want them here. But a lot of those same people now work at those facilities. And I've had a lot of those same people come to me and tell me I was wrong.
This community has struggled for decades with unemployment figures that exceed the state and the national average.
There's just no jobs here for people whatsoever.
Because of them, I have a full-time job, and it's a good job.
CCA's presence in this community has certainly added to making people gainfully employed.
Good jobs, good benefits, good wages that they may not have had prior to working for CCA.
I look at this thing from the economic standpoint. It's the jobs that it provides and the money that comes into this local economy because these facilities are here.
The multiplier effect from the facility purchasing goods and services in the community has been a contributing factor to us being able to more stabilize the city's income.
It's a small restaurant. We have a little liquor store next door too. We also do some convenience items. We're the only store in town. CCA came in and basically kind of helped us get started back up again ourselves. We only have about 400 people here, so the prison is probably half of our business. They do a lot of lunch stuff with us. We do a lot of catering for them also. So our community is small enough that we absolutely need CCA to help us kind of stay in business.
They have their Habitat for Humanity or their wood shop. They have created all of the kitchen cabinets for the nursing home in Crowley County. They've created the kitchen cabinets for the Sugar City seniors, the Ordway seniors.
Employees being our customers, the prison itself being customers, even the inmates are customers. That's all made an impact on our business because they're all buying from us.
If it wasn't for CCA, I don't know how we would survive economically.
The economic situation, it was kind of bleak.
The community for the past number of years has on any given year struggled with deficits. We have consistently tried to expand the city's tax base. CCA's presence in this community has helped on multiple levels.
The prison just was a breath of fresh air. I mean, people could actually go out there and go to work. Instead of making $5.15 an hour, they could make $10 an hour. I actually know of 2 people, husband and wife, both on welfare. They went out there making $25,000 apiece. That's a family that's making $50,000 a year. Doesn't sound like much in the cities, but in Crowley County, $50,000 is a livable wage.
gainful employment, which has allowed them to use that disposable income in the city of Youngstown and in the greater Youngstown community. So there's certainly been a direct and measurable impact.
You can see it. What used to be a two-lane highway with a few houses and a gas station on it, it now looks like an actual business district of a thriving community. There's actually been additional housing that was developed for single-family dwellings. The real estate values have gone up as a result of that.
If CCA had never come to Whiteville, it would still be just a very small town at the intersection of 100 and Highway 64. I wouldn't have 2 additional banks. I wouldn't have 3 additional convenience stores. I wouldn't have a motel. I wouldn't have a strip mall. And I wouldn't have the hundreds of thousands of dollars in additional funds that we have to provide services for the people of Whiteville.
We do everything from helping nursing homes to helping build birdhouses.
We've donated probably right at $80,000 employee donations to the American Cancer Society.
CCA employees work on our fire department.
We have built the fire department in Middleton, Tennessee. We finished the fire department in Toone, Tennessee.
We have a crew that would come out and clean up the ball fields, the football fields, pick up trash on the highways. They do toys for tots.
During the summertime when school's out of session, we provide inmate crews that help repaint the schools.
Not only do they support these things with people and resources, but they help fund some of them with money. They are just a good corporate neighbor.
We live here, and that's one thing that we understand is this is our community too, and we're all very interested in the success of this community.
We'd all love to live in a society where correctional facilities weren't needed, but reality dictates otherwise. And if you're going to have correctional facilities, you want facilities, in my opinion, that are as good corporate partners and corporate citizens as the CCA facility is.
If they have the opportunity to get a private prison in their community, do so. From the tax standpoint, the jobs, the sales tax on utilities, these are just no negatives that we've seen so far.
Bring the CCA officials into your town, sit down with them, and honestly say, what can you provide for us, and what are you looking for in return?
For me to give advice to any other mayor about whether their town or their county should take on one of these projects, it would be go for it. Don't back down, go for it. The economic impact that they can have upon your local economy it's immeasurable. I've been there, I've seen it, I know.